All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My name is Will DeFries. My left, David Roth.
Hi, Will.
Hello.
You caught me mid-read here. I was just checking out this article with an interesting title. It says here, this is from the Daily Star. Not sure if y'all are familiar. It says, if dinosaurs escaped Jurassic Park, they wouldn't just eat us. It'd be worse, says AI.
What's worse than being eaten?
It's a great question.
I
think that we should all start our inquiry with that, because I'm not really sure. But
I don't know if it could be worse than what they showed in that movie, if I'm being honest.
maybe they can slave us, make us work for them and stuff.
I just don't see dinosaurs having that type of, I don't know, system in place to allow that to come to fruition.
of course, there is no actual Jurassic Park. That was a fictional.
Yeah.
It was an adaptation of the Michael Crichton novel.
A cautionary tale about
Sure.
screwing with
Playing God.
evolution.
If all the dinosaurs banded together, would humans take them, or would the dinosaurs win, Dylan?
I'm still on the humans here.
That's tough because, like, is it like all those little ones too? Like that jacked up that chick on the island, that little girl.
We have
Remember that one?
we have tanks and fighter jets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess I might
know,
I might
I
side
ju-
with you on the dinosaur one.
Just-
The animal one, you're wrong,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay, well, disagree, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. We're never going to actually have to find out. So it's all just theory.
Famous last words.
I have a mustache.
I'm going to use that for every hypothetical that gets thrown our way for the rest of the podcast's life.
What?
Well, it might not ever happen, so we don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
So, yeah, no one's going to be proven correct or incorrect here.
If I'm you, I'm really hoping it doesn't happen, because if this all happens and the animals
Yeah.
start banding together, we're all going to look at you and be like, this guy said it would never fucking happen.
Wear that L.
I hope he goes first. Sacrificial lamb.
I'm still quite confident, but
Dylan Shivery.
I have a mustache, as I just said. Just wanted to confront the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's true. I have one. Also, on the way here
now
this
he
morning,
wants to confront an elephant.
Yeah, he got to. Oh, okay.
on the way here this morning, I passed a sign that literally stopped me in my tracks, and I had to throw it and I had to put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I backed up just so I get a picture of it. High school hunks are a thing now. Just so y'all know.
You need to explain further and not stop the
Okay.
sentence there.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna get
college-
clipped.
Jesus.
College Hunks is the name of a moving company here in Austin. It's probably, I don't know if it's in other places
It's
too.
nationwide.
Okay, nationwide. College Hunks. It's been a running joke on this podcast. We actually hired them when we moved into this office. And it's funny because hunks, college hunks. Anyway, Braden and the fellows will come through for probably a reasonable price to, power wash your driveway, clean your windows. And yeah, high school hunks.
Who's Braden?
Braden is the guy on the sign.
Shout him
It
out.
says text or call Braden and then his phone number, which I redacted in the picture I posted on Twitter at @dshivery.
You hard launched your mustache on your Instagram story instead of letting the company do it. What's up with that?
Oh, should I have done that?
I asked you the day that you walked in with a mustache, like, how can we announce that you have a mustache? And then you kind of like slow played it in a way that was like, oh, I actually have other things, but I don't want to break Will's heart right now by not letting him hard launch.
You could have done it. You could have done it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you like it?
I've always said I liked your mustache.
Thank you. Got a little scruff working in, a little 5 o'clock shadow.
You
feel
can't
like
get no,
I feel like it does wonders. What?
no. I think you need to stop being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think you
I
either need to
can't.
go clean shaven mustache guy, or you go beard, or you go nothing.
I can't call what I try to grow a beard. I just call it facial hair because it's not a beard. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be a good week of content.
Why'd you redact that number? Don't
Yeah.
you want to give them business?
I didn't want Braden just getting blown up.
Yeah, I'm sure Braden would be so sad that he's getting so much money today after getting his sign reposted.
Well, of all my Twitter followers, that's where I posted it. What percentage are actually from Austin? And among those, what percentage actually needs stuff done around the house?
We don't know the answer to that.
Not
It'd
many.
be
Probably a lot.
impossible.
Austin's one of our biggest cities for listeners wise.
Got to be like 4 people. So the rest of them are there's prank text. Braden's going to get blown up. Talking about-
If someone out there is out there, text like prank texting a high schooler, you're a bigger loser than some of the people we're going to talk about today.
I was just playing it safe. The number didn't add any useful context. You know, it's just like, well, whatever.
So Google high school hunks if you want Braden to get his business off the ground.
I just don't know about
If I'm
the name.
Braden and I follow Roger Dorn on Twitter and I see that you redacted the number to contact my business,
You're
I'm
so
like, are you
upset.
fucking? This was probably the best marketing opportunity we've ever had, and he just screwed us by taking this out because he thought we wanted it out.
Did they have like a link tree or something we can check out?
Mm-hmm.
Braden, if
See
you're
their services.
Do they have a bio site?
if you're listening, reach out to me, DM me, and if you want the number actually posted, I will do that for you. But shouts to you. He's a hustler, man. I love that hustle mentality.
Me too. That guy, let me just say this: his laptop is open.
I'm a hustler, baby.
I'm all about that hustle culture.
Me too.
More on that in a little bit. I had such a good weekend reading Hustle Culture Twitter.
If you're not up at 4 o'clock, just absolutely grinding, what are you doing with your life?
Wait a minute. What do you mean up at? Did you sleep last night?
Oh shit! So you didn't?
We have a show today.
Were you putting together a business plan?
Yeah, I had to work on the pitch deck. I had to make some cold calls overseas, which is why I was up late. Just
Okay.
a number of things.
Yeah, I like to see how the Chinese market's open.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a Zoom call with Will's old roommate, Matt.
Well, instead of just building a business, I also like to build my verified Twitter following. And I like to tweet all the time about how hard I work in addition to working so that people know that I don't just have a job. I work my ass off at that job. And then I buy my blue check mark just to make sure that people know that like I do so well at my job that I can buy a blue check mark.
I've decided that I will no longer have a social calendar. It's all business all the time. I'm not doing anything for fun in the next 20 years.
The fact you even had a social calendar is fucking trash.
That's interesting because for me, business is social.
Yeah.
I like to take the best of both and merge them together.
It's a sport as well.
One of the
It's a-
guys we're
it's
going
a
to talk about
sport.
today actually had a tweet recently that said that the only metric you should be thinking about on social media is the number of DMs you send and receive. All other metrics are vanity metrics. The real business goes down in the DMs is what he was
Gonna have
saying.
to disagree there.
I swear to God he said that, Dylan.
I gotta disagree.
These are the
there.
people that I have to deal with in my mentions right now.
That is incredible.
I don't
Vanity
know if I can sign
metrics.
off on that. As someone who gets a lot of DMs, not to brag.
I just don't know. I don't know if I don't know. One of our first sponsors today, we'll get to them in a little bit, is AG1. Like if we said, hey, AG1, will you sponsor our DMs and not these vanity metrics like podcast listens and things of that nature? I don't know if they'd go for that.
Vanity metrics. That's such a great term.
Is this on X? Are we talking Zeets?
Yeah, dude. How many? I don't care how many likes your Instagram did. I want to know how many DMs you got from that Instagram.
You got 10,000 likes. Guess what? I got 3 DMs today.
Yeah.
Idiot.
If I post a video or photo of my son, I'll get a lot of DMs. So I mean, I guess I should do more than that. Yeah,
It looks just like you.
If I post a
Cool.
photo of Fritz on my Instagram story, I just know that every woman over 40 will heart that
shout out to
Instagram
Nancy.
story and then move on. Not just my mom, like every single person over the age of 40. This
Shout out
includes
Nancy and Debbie.
friends.
Debbie too.
This includes friends of mine who are over 40.
I mean,
Like not Dylan yet.
soon.
Soon though.
Man, no, you ain't kidding. We're almost 2 months away, folks.
You know what I got you for your birthday?
What?
I got you a Wilmons polo from rowback.com.
You did.
We're even thinking about throwing you a party at Wilmons, but we've got some concerns about whether or not we'll be open for the fall.
Okay. That sounds right.
Last couple seasons, we've been illegally streaming college football to the televisions. We've been using some Reddit threads and stuff. And unfortunately, the powers that be found out, and they're now trying to charge us and fine us for illegally sharing these games.
Is it true that y'all got in trouble? And feel free to delete this, Randy. But were y'all not siphoning off water from Lake Austin for your lazy river?
Current state of affairs, we're actually in like litigation over all this right now.
So we shouldn't
so
talk
I'm
about
not
it.
allowed to actually
It's
talk about
pending.
it.
We just it's best not to comment. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Tide actually got Giardia from the alleged siphoning. He hadn't cleaned the tubes out in a while.
Why is everybody talking about Giardia this morning? Randy, I come in and
What,
Randy's just on
did
a
Randy get
Giardia kick.
Giardia?
Yes, he did.
Do you have Giardia, Randy?
No. Brett said that because I'm going to a theme park. They said I'm going to get Giardia because it's going to be 9 degrees at the theme park. And then I said, that's not cool. My roommate's dog had Giardia 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. Real ones know that if your dog gets Giardia, you're about to have a really, really bad week.
You know she's opening up a spot in Vegas featuring her Italian dishes.
Does she have bruschetta?
Bruschetta. Say it with a little flavor, David. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's almost offensive how you say it. I really don't like it. It's like you're minimizing things, and I don't like that.
Well, when I worked for 5 years at my pub in Italy, and I was just
What's up?
You're mixing up a lot of things.
What's up with the American Italians just trying to ride for the accent more than like if a British person was like walked up to me and they were like, "Why didn't you order that Guinness correctly?" And I'd be like, "What?" Like, "Ooh, I'll have a pint." Like what? Like no other American national, like whatever you would call it,
American.
like descendants
US
of other
Americans.
countries. Like Italian people are the only people that complain about us not saying things correctly, like gnocchi and bruschetta.
Well, if someone says Ganaki, you're going to need to correct them. And I am adding the former Bachelor contestant.
Well, you're only kind of adding her because you're not saying her
I don't
name.
know her name. I was hoping you could step in there.
Wasn't it Hannah B?
That's
No.
it. No.
G.
Why do you
G.
know that?
Dude, you were that was
Yeah, you know.
that was extremely horny.
Alright.
The speed at which Randy answered
Hey.
that question was H
She
as
is
hell.
quite beautiful.
I love the Italians. I love the Italians.
Have y'all seen all the Twitter videos that are just zoomed in on DeSantis' face about how he's gonna
Yeah.
kill someone soon?
Dude, what's his deal?
I hope he
He's
doesn't
just-
do that.
Dude, he's got demons, man. I feel bad for the guy at this point. He knows it's a lost cause, but he
Some-
can't just give up.
Is Trump just so in his dome right now?
Yes, dude. I feel awful.
Just sanctimonious.
He's not polling well.
Yeah.
You
Which
know
is
when
a
you're
problem is his main opponent has been indicted like 18 times.
And also said he's not even. He's going to skip the debates because he doesn't need to do them. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says
Oh,
he
no.
has such a lead that he doesn't need to do the debates because
It's kind of fair, man. I get it. Like I truly think that's a good move for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
If you,
It's
Donald
not a
Trump
good
doing the
move for
debate,
content though.
no. I mean, honestly, yeah. For the media landscape, it's not great. But
He said he was getting back on Twitter. I haven't
if I'm
seen it yet.
Donald, that's one of those. That's one of those things, man.
No.
He's sending out some truths. And plus, Twitter's dead. It's X.
Plus, isn't his Twitter like now? Like he's probably getting indicted because of shit that he tweeted. Whatever. We don't need to go there. Again, Wilmont's polos are available at rollback.com. Please go get one. They're awesome. If you want to go actually like see them, you can go to our Instagram or you can go to our Twitter at Circling Back Pod. Tomorrow, we're doing Do You Know It, a game show podcast hosted by Randy Trembecki, produced by Dylan Shivery.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Dylan's been on the schneid for a while these days, not been able to finish better than third in Do You Know It. And tomorrow he has to sit there and produce for it.
The production of a lifetime is what it's going to be.
He
Can't
tried to
wait.
skip. He tried to skip his production last time, but we made him delay till this month.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, mostly because I don't have to just sit and be embarrassed by not knowing any of the music questions. So that's going to be a huge one for me.
Well, now that I know that Brett is a force to be reckoned with, I'm going to be haggling a lot more with Randy on tomorrow's episode on patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. And of course, you can watch every episode at youtube.com/circlingback. You can shop at washmedia.shop and go leave a 5-star review for my viral segment called Will's 5-Star Review of the Week. But today's episode, mainly today's segment, recapping this weekend in fun, is presented by our friends over at AG1. Our next partner is AG1, the daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. We drink it literally every day. I gave it a try because I got tired of taking all these sups in the morning. My wife, Sally, was putting out, vitamins, supplements, things like that, because she knows that I don't get that in my normal diet every day. And I got tired of doing it. She knew I wasn't doing it right either. AG1, though, I'm on that supplement grind.
I also drink it every day. It's just become my routine at this point. If for whatever reason I don't do it, if I skip or if I just forget to do it, I feel off. Like my body is not operating, at an optimal level, and it throws my game off.
I drink AG1 in the morning before I make my coffee because it makes me just feel like I'm covering all my nutritional bases. It's nice to start the day just knowing that you're at a good place. It's hard to keep up with those supplement routines that come with a bunch of different products. Just simplify your life. We all like a little simplification in our life, and we all like being healthy. And guess what? This is a science-driven formula of vitamins, probiotics, whole food source nutrients. We're one of the I think we could probably say, Dave, that Circling Back is one of the most probiotics podcasts out there.
Without a doubt. We were talking about this long ago. Very happy to have AG1 on board.
AG1 was designed with ease in mind so you can live healthier and better without having to complicate your routine. I'm always looking for upgrades in life, which is why I've come to love and trust AG1, the all-in-one foundational nutrition formula that makes it easier for us to cover our bases every day. Every scoop is packed with 75 vitamins or minerals, probiotics, whole food sourced ingredients of high quality that give us major benefits like gut and mood support, boosted energy, and even healthier looking skin, hair, and nails. Something I want. If you guys want to take ownership over your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/circling. That's drinkag1.com/circling. Check it out. Dylan, what'd you get into this weekend?
Ooh, thanks for asking, Will. I'm just going to hit the highlights. Saturday morning, met you guys at a pickleball court with our buddy Ben. And I played pickleball for the first time ever. Gotta say, a lot of fun.
Do you see why it's the sport of the future?
The hype, it lived up to the hype. Everyone seems to love the game, and I do understand why. It's a perfect blend of like physical activity, but also just it's a casual nature of it. It's a fun game.
It's like the juxtaposition between the two.
You get a little exercise, you get to win 5 games against your buddy Dave. To none, by the way. Fun game, man. You guys had fun too, I think, right?
So you counted 5-0 too?
Is that what it was?
That's what I counted.
We lost.
Yeah.
I don't like throwing the guy who invited us out under the bus, but like Dylan did. But we did get our pickles slammed in the door.
Fun game, man. I get it. I may have talked shit on it like once or twice in the past, and I'm sorry for that. It's a fun game.
I was Dylan's partner for this. I don't know if you already said that. You were pretty good.
Thank you.
I do have one area of your game that you need to absolutely fix before
Serving.
you start playing it. Yeah.
I know.
Dylan, in terms of the skill that it takes to play this game, serving is one of the easier things that you can figure out.
It's a mental thing.
You got the yips.
I know. I got about 60% of them in, I would say.
In our final game, maybe it was the fatigue setting in. In our final game, you just couldn't get a serve.
It's easy.
And it was like, Dylan, this is not hard. You were pretty good though. I was very happy that you were playing the way that you did with me. You seemed to cover a lot of court. You got to a lot of balls that I had concerns about someone getting to. I felt good with you on my squad.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, but you're kind of downplaying how good you are because you are very accurate, and that is a very, very annoying thing to play against.
Is he talking about me or you?
Talking about you.
Oh,
you. Yeah, I mean, like. You put it everywhere that it needs to be, whereas like I'm just trying to get it back over, and you're placing it, which is very impressive.
By the third game, the muscle memory of tennis started coming back a little bit, and while hitting the ball is much different than tennis, the actual strategy of pickleball for me started to fall in there. And once I started to get that back, it made me just want to start playing tennis more.
Yeah, the forehand was turning over toward the end for you, and I was like, well, this is
I was doing some stuff that was like definitely tennis driven that was probably prohibitive to winning points at one point. And then I was like, well, you got to stop playing tennis. You got to start playing pickleball, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's I don't care if it's a jar of pickles or if it's a pickleball, baby. I love pickles.
The highlight of the rest of my weekend is I watched Gone with the Wind.
Man.
You guys heard of this?
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind.
You got a lot of explaining to do here.
1939? Are you kidding?
Okay. I don't even know how they recorded it.
Groundbreaking color movie, which is interesting because Casablanca and Citizen Kane, both black and white, later. They're both in the early 40s.
Just for anyone out there who doesn't give a shit about Gone with the Wind,
okay.
which I understand. Can you explain the premise? What's the TLDR of this movie?
Yes, it takes place during the Civil War. It showcases the life of a young Southern belle by the name of Scarlett O'Hara.
Hicks, what's her at?
She's probably dead.
Yeah, probably been dead for many years.
That doesn't mean that she didn't post some heat on the ground before
she was in her
passed.
20s in 1930. In 1939, she was in her 20s. I'm thinking she's probably dead unless she's just an old bag of bones somewhere.
All her stuff's on her Zanga page.
Yeah.
You'll have to go check that out.
Anyway, it shows the brutal fallout of the Civil War. and just families getting torn apart, and there's love and betrayal, and it's a good movie. I really did enjoy it. She's not a good person, Scarlett O'Hara. Not a good person. Clark Gable, by the way. Oh my gosh, that's a handsome man. Handsome man. Anyway, check it out. So long though. It took me 3 nights to watch this movie.
Dude, it would take me 4 weeks to watch this movie. There's no way that I could watch a 4-hour movie.
3 hours and 58-minute runtime.
I think I think this is my official stance. This is my official stance. If a movie is over 3 hours and 10 minutes long, I'm not watching it.
I get it.
We can hit the 3-hour mark. I'm willing to hit the 3-hour mark. I'm not willing to go 3:15, 3:20.
It makes me question, like, how important is this scene I'm watching when it's just like one millionth of the movie? It's like, what's going on? Is this important? Do I need to pay attention here? Anyway, it is good. It's too long, but it's good. Gone with the Wind. And that's pretty much I also started Interstellar, also another freaking long movie. I haven't finished it yet. Dave?
How have you not seen Interstellar by now?
I don't know. It's good. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if this Jake Paul quote's real because it really is making me laugh.
I was laughing at this last night.
Jake Paul said he walked out of Oppenheimer because everyone was just talking.
Yeah. I respect that.
I kind of get it.
I respect it, dude. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, but like when the realization when you're sitting in a movie that there's just going to be a lot of people sitting around talking the entire time, it's like, oh.
It is heavy dialogue.
Whoa. We're talking 2 different things. Does he mean the audience? Like the people, his fellow
the
movie watchers?
No, I think he was talking about the movie. Like the people were just talking on the screen.
I personally, I hate it when movies have dialogue. It's just the worst. Like you go
You're
in,
getting
you sit
defensive
down.
over Oppenheimer because you liked it. It is a good movie, but it is heavy dialogue.
No, but there are times when I'm in the
Wait, did
mood
you say
for a certain type of movie, and then I go to a movie, and I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Why would I choose this movie? This is going to be boring.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to see shit exploding, not in the way that Oppenheimer has shit exploding.
Yeah.
More just like,
Like I said,
Bond.
they did too much on the like communist angle, in my opinion, and not enough on like the effects of what they were doing out in the world.
What? So like they were
That
like
was my opinion.
they were just drinking wine and eating wafers at church in the movie? I thought it was about an atomic bomb.
Communism, a little different. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of communion. Stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, I get why he would say that. That's all I'm saying. I still enjoy the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you have not?
No.
Interesting.
Maybe
We
I'll go.
still need to see Barbie. Something else I get defensive over because I like it. I'm back in on tuna sandwiches. As of this weekend, I am a canned tuna guy. Canned tuna, mayonnaise, relish, maybe a hint of celery if I happen to have it.
Crunch.
Very nice. This is something I said I was backing on it. I'm just in on it. I've never had one in my life. But I realized as I was at the store buying sardines for my dog that this is like a cheap way to get like 40 grams of protein. So I'm doing tuna sandwiches. So send your recipes my way if you've got them.
I do a little bit of I do a dollop of mayonnaise. I'm not afraid to over mayonnaise my tuna salad. I'm not afraid. I do a little bit of that. I do a little squirt of some lemon in there. A lot of salt and pepper. I load that bitch up with salt and pepper, David.
Yeah.
And then I hit him with some finely chopped onion.
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
I skipped the relish.
I'm going to hard boil some eggs.
No.
Chop them up, put them in there, dill relish, salt and pepper, little mayo. Boom.
I'm anti-relish.
I'm anti-will to freeze, so.
I don't think that those two equate. That seems a little aggressive.
Well.
I just prefer it without. I'm not saying everyone should. I was saying I personally, dude.
All right, man.
Damn, what's your fucking problem, dude?
I'm just saying.
Hey, Will, I had a blast Saturday at Touch of Trey.
Dude, what a time. What a time.
Just truly, I don't really listen to, I'm not going to be a Dead and Co guy. I'm not going to be a Grateful Dead guy.
Why, dude?
I'm going to be a Touch of Trey guy.
That's the thing. I think you should be.
That's it. They were really good. I was
pretty
surprised. I didn't know what if that was like a crowded market. The Dead and Fish hybrid cover band. Keys guy, excellent. Guitar player, phenomenal. It's hard for me to tell whether the drummer and the bass player were good, but the other guys were really competent too. So.
No, it was fun. I was surprised by how good they were. I was also very happy with the venue itself. I will go back to the venue 310 in Austin and go see a small show there again.
I mean, what do you think? Like 200 people in there?
I don't know. It was nice. Never had to wait to get the beer. Everyone was super nice. Everything was clean. The bathroom was incredible for a concert venue.
Easily.
Oh my God.
It's everything you need if you're me.
I wasn't going to Venmo you for the ticket, Dave, because I have a policy that if I force someone to go to anything dead related with me, that I will cover the cost of that. And so you Venmo'd me, but I was going to give you a miracle, Dave. That's what they call a free ticket to a dead show. That's what I did for Dylan. I hit him with that free Bob Weir ticket, dog.
Nah, if you know me, man, there's no such thing as a free lunch, man.
It's true. It's true.
That's that hustle culture in you.
That's right.
My hustle, babe.
Sorry for bouncing early.
It's okay, dude.
Zen, you guys were popping Zen. I'm just kidding.
You were so zinned out that I was like, dude, we got to get Dave out of here.
Yeah, that CBD Zen hits together. It's tough.
Yeah, the early bird Zen combo is just a tough one.
Yeah. Wouldn't recommend it unless you're like a very advanced person. Yesterday, pretty low key.
You were in the Z hole.
It's in the Z hole. Might have some pending neighbor drama in my neighborhood. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Might have got
Is it with you or are you witnessing this from afar?
It was me, but it's somebody whose back I have because he's an A+ neighbor, and I ride for him. And it's somebody came by and made some comments about the placement of the tree branches that he had just cut.
Okay.
He put them out for pickup, and they were partially on the sidewalk. They weren't blocking the sidewalk. And a very snide comment was made. And I really, and he's my neighbor. He's an older guy. And he was like, he was very, I don't know, very off-putting. So we'll see.
Hell yeah.
Got some new blood in the neighborhood. We'll
Stopped
see.
eating pudding?
I've gotten the geese under control at my place, so we need some new neighbor drama to bubble up for Davey boy.
You said he's off pudding. I was like, why did he stop eating pudding? This is
it seems like old people would actually do better with pudding.
It's pudding.
Do the Bill Cosby voice.
I probably will skip that one.
Pudding. How does he do it?
Man, I'm just not gonna entertain that.
Pudding pop. Whatever he says.
Yeah,
You get it.
I've just sat it out for a number of reasons.
Yeah, he got
You
canceled.
can keep going.
He
though,
got canceled.
Dude. You can keep going. He didn't just get canceled.
Yeah, I think
Cancel is a really nice way of putting what Bill Cosby had happen to him.
He got annihilated.
He got imprisoned.
That too.
but he got out.
Somehow.
Technicality. I don't know.
Pudding.
Was he one of those old people that got let go during COVID? Because they're afraid they're going to die?
He's got to be an old
Like
bag
let out of prison?
old bag of bones by
They
now,
let a bunch of old people out of prison because they were afraid they were going to die of COVID in there.
Oh.
That's how the LSD guy
Just set him free?
from Touching Base to Conspiracy Podcast, that's how he got out.
Fuck.
Well, I'm sure you're on house arrest or parole. Like you can't just go start making LSD again if you're this guy. You can't just go start raping people like you're fucking
Ankle monitor?
What's his face?
In the bingo hall with an ankle monitor on? I don't know. This isn't funny. We can just go to the next thing.
It's kind of dark.
It is, yeah.
Man, I had a similar weekend to both of these guys. I played pickleball with the homies. I went to a Touch of Trey, Fish, Grateful Dead collabo cover band concert. And the other thing I did this weekend that took up most of my time was I watched a new show on Netflix. Are you guys familiar with Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you guys familiar with At Home with the Furies on Netflix? Because it's a show I'm currently watching.
No.
It's very, very interesting.
Is Tommy Ladd involved?
Tommy Ladd's involved, yeah. Whole family's involved.
He's got a fight coming up.
I have so many questions about this show that it's just difficult to even go into it. Are you guys familiar with Irish traveler culture?
A little bit.
How are
yeah.
you familiar with this? What was your entrance into this world?
Snatch?
Oh, so I feel really dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the movie Snatch was talking about that, really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I put two and two together. And so when I started realizing that the Fury family is an Irish traveling family,
You like days?
I was just like, wait, so these people don't go to school? Like, they don't?
Yeah. Gypsy is another way to describe
That's what they
these
call him, the
people.
Gypsy King.
And yeah, they're known for swindling people.
Oh.
Well,
They are. That's like the stereotypical like to gyp somebody is like maybe that's derogatory, but that's just I'm telling you that's where it comes from.
Peaky Blinders as well.
they are as well.
The Shelbys, yeah.
So I didn't. The things that you guys are referencing are things that would have taken place, 30 years ago plus.
Yeah.
In terms of Snatch would have been, I think, 30 years ago, based on the timeline of everything.
Really?
I don't know.
That seems long. I don't know. Brad Pitt? Yeah, maybe it was 30 years ago.
Because it came out in 2000, and I don't think it was a present day movie. I never assumed that people were still living like this. just straight up not going to school in the UK and shit because they're travelers.
They're wild for that.
It's wild.
If you're in Italy, you will see a lot of street musicians, and many are travelers from traveling
Interesting.
families. Yeah.
So yeah, that most of my confusion and time spending watching this show is just trying to figure out that like this is actually a thing and not just some like random like offshoot.
Yeah. I might be in on that if Tommy's involved.
I will also say that Love Island, we are the Love Island boys, definitely suppressed the notion of Tommy being a traveler during the season that he was on. They never talked about that.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe it was just something I didn't pick up on. But yeah, so yeah, I'm watching At Home with the Furies. I'm even more in on them. Shout out Molly May.
There is a large traveler community in Fort Worth. I don't know if they're still out there, but like northern Fort Worth, a lot of them.
Well,
never really.
I'm not sure if you have any interest in this, Dave, but I'm actually going to a blues traveler community thing next week.
John Popper.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Actually, are you guys planning on having a jam-packed fall?
Is this a play on words here?
That is my plan, Will, for a number of
So you're going to go to
reasons.
more Touch of Trey shows?
Pretty much following the band around.
See, I'm actually planning on having a jam-packed fall, and I'm getting every plate and taking back my time with fewer trips to the grocery store.
Oh,
Meals
I
ready
see.
in just 6 steps, baby. They plan the meals and deliver pre-portioned ingredients right to your door so you can spend less time prepping and more time packing kids' lunches or work lunches, whatever kind of lunch you may want to pack, and you get more time taking a breather from your busy schedule. Give yourself one less thing to worry about this school season, and you can choose every plate over takeout to save money while still enjoying quick, satisfying meals. The meals are 50% cheaper than the average fast casual meal. That's pretty good. Pretty good. 50% cheaper?
Saving money and eating great? Oh, yeah. Sign me up.
It's the easiest way to eat affordably. You can put the money you save towards fall plans. And with the busy season just around the corner, you can count on every plate to make meal times easier without compromising on quality. Every recipe includes the highest quality ingredients, including sustainably sourced seafood, which is big for little Pesco over here. They're linking and building with the Monterey Bay Aquarium seafood rankings. So you know your meals are fresh and flavorful, baby.
Mhm.
I love my every plates. There's so many food services out there. And the things that I like about this one are just the ease of it. The pre-portioned ingredients is one of my favorite things about it. You don't have to even think about it. The price is just next level, just great. There's just so many differentiating factors. I just love them. We get them in the mail, and it's a good week for your boy when I get to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You can get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering the code 49STEAM. No space between, just 49 STEAM for meals for $1.49 per meal. You can get started for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering promo code, let me restart here for all the people at home. Everyplate.com/podcast. And then you enter code 49STEAM.
Love it. Thank you, Will.
$1.49 a meal. Make it happen. Go do it. Dave, I'm going to hit you with the rock.
Thank you, Will. One thing we like to talk about on this here show is tech bros. And I do take a little issue with this current tech bro that we're about to discuss. Brian Johnson is his name. New York Post calls him the 45-year-old tech bro known for his obsessive anti-aging regimen. At what point are you not a tech bro?
I was just going to ask you that. What's the age where you stop being a tech bro and you start being like a tech mogul?
I'd say 40 is the cutoff.
Oh, shit. I have little time left.
Tough.
You've never been a tech bro.
Yeah.
Right. True.
You tried to be a little bit.
Did I?
I don't know. You were doing game stonks and stuff, right?
No, I wasn't doing game stonks.
I thought you guys like had bought some GameStop stonks and
you know
left
what?
me out of
Yeah.
it.
I did buy a piece.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
You're right. I don't know if that made me techie.
I remember I was in the office one day and you guys were talking about how I was doing, and I looked around like, wait, was I not a part of this transaction?
That was a J-Bone job.
Yeah, I need to open the books on that one, see how that went for me.
It didn't
Don't
go
think it
great.
went well.
Because that fucker, what's his name?
Martin Shkreli?
No. The guy who, the Robin Hood guy. That dickhead.
From Men in Tights?
Yeah.
Is that your next classic film you're going to watch?
He didn't hodl.
What's up?
Hodel.
He revealed this week that he has started penis rejuvenation therapy as part of a $2 million per year effort to reverse his biological clock. Will.
He's not just trying to slow it down, or even stop it. He's trying to reverse it.
Well,
Why?
let's see how it's working, Randy, if you may. Does this look like the kind of guy who would electroshock his penis?
Yes, it does. Ooh, chain outside the shirt, man.
Drippy. I don't understand like why you have to go with the penis.
This is called his project Blueprint. He even has a name for it, which is phenomenal. It's focus shockwave therapy 3 times per week to see if he notices improvements in his love life. The total of 6 treatments will cost $1 to $2K. He added, which isn't that much. Just kind of a unnecessary
I was
flex.
surprised when I saw the price of the penis rejuvenation. 1 to 2K doesn't seem that bad.
So he's just focusing his efforts on his penis and not the rest of
No,
it?
he's doing the rest of his body, but he uses his son as a blood boy.
I saw that. That's a little weird, huh?
Why?
Maybe a lot weird.
No,
I feel like it'd be weirder if you're doing it with someone else. I feel like if you have your kin being your blood boy, that's actually somehow more normal than like just using someone else's blood.
Randy, hit us with the blood boy M. There
He is.
Oh, man.
I hate to say this guy actually does look pretty fucking young.
How old is he?
I mean,
45?
He's ripped, but
He's ripped, but no, but like
doesn't.
He
If
looks
told me he
45.
was 50, I'd believe him.
He looks like a really in shape 45-year-old.
There's 10 guys at Lifetime in South Austin right now who are older than this guy that are just as cut.
yeah, but his skin looks pretty good.
He's very pasty.
I think that might be a product of the photography.
Is this what Brett would look like
He's on
if
that.
he had a blood
He's on
boy?
that Brett grind.
No, what? He's making AI versions of himself and making his profile photo
That
immediately.
and just avoiding sunlight at all costs.
Randy, hit us with that hardness graphic. This is Brian Johnson's penis rejuvenation baseline measurements. First of all, nocturnal erections. He's timing. He wants to he wants to increase the total amount of time he is erect throughout the night. Current at age 49, 2 hours 12 minutes. His goal is 3 hours 30 minutes. His biological age, he wants it to get back to 18.
How does he record his nighttime erections if he's asleep? You want to know?
Why don't you DM Brian Johnson and ask him?
Does he set up a camera under his sheets?
Just
like really, how does he know
just looking for tents going up?
how long his boners are at night?
I'm sure maybe he gets a whoop or something and just wraps it around there.
Wraps it around.
Is
his
he
thing?
seriously touting the International Index of Erectile Function? Like, is that actually a thing?
Yeah, of
If
course.
I went to Sally's hospital right now and started talking to a doctor, I'd be like, so where am I at on the International Index of Erectile Function?
So his erection hardness score, he has 4 graphics, and 3 of which are crossed out. One, I believe, is a piece of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
The other is a peeled banana. The third is an unpeeled banana. The fourth, cucumber.
I was going to say pickle, but same, I guess.
That's a cucumber.
All right.
I don't know. Fritz, I don't think I can like get blood out of Fritz yet in order to replace my blood, but I will start once I get the clearance.
I'm going to buy a home catheter. Wait, not a catheter. I guess blood catheter. Yeah, that's what they're called. I'm going to hook up Parks up to it and see what happens.
I don't get why you like why stress so much about setting your biological clock back?
Yeah, just age like a G.
Why
This
can't you
is
just
one of those
accept
dudes-
this is how people live?
This
like
is
we're
one of
gonna
those
get old.
dudes who wants to live to 150.
That's insane. There's no part of me that wants to live to 150.
Nah.
Can I give a note that's at the end of this that I don't really know why it's in here, but I guess full disclosure. The Post reported that in February, Johnson's former girlfriend filed a lawsuit accusing him of ending their relationship when he learned she was being treated for breast cancer, among other allegations. So,
Oh, good dude. This
so
Brian
just
Johnson.
kind of, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you have
All right.
cancer. I'm out of here.
So he
Really
he
Newt
didn't approve
Gingrich
of
of
the way
him.
that she was getting treated for it.
That you know what, Will?
Dude's anti-chemo.
I don't really know. I don't know about that, but if you told me that that's where this was going, you could convince me.
I'm taking my rejuvenated penis. I'm getting out of here. That's basically what he told her.
There's just too much science out there, guys.
Johnson recently told the Dairy of a CEO podcast, check him out on the Wash Media Network, that he experimented with starting each day with 3 ounces of wine for breakfast. Eventually, he nixed the bait because it was too expensive from a calorie perspective. Like, you can't just load cows like that in the morning, is what he's saying.
In what world is drinking 3 ounces of wine in the morning like the move?
You're gonna have to ask BJ.
He saw a New York Post column about how there's this woman who lived to 105 because she drank wine
I
every
drink-
morning. I drink.
There are some health bennies to drinking red wine, right?
I've also read that any article you ever read about that is still spin zone, and
Oh, really?
like alcohol generally is always going to be net negative no matter what.
I think you'd have to drink like an absolute ton to get any like the antioxidant benefits.
Oh, I've always heard it's good for like heart function to drink a little red wine every day.
I read an article at one point, and who knows? I mean, it could just be some article that says that drinking wine's good for you. You know, like both could have the same amount of credibility. But I read one that was just like, no, it's always going to be net negative in some way, shape, or form. Like, so
Yeah.
don't try to pretend like it's going to save your life.
That makes sense.
I
yeah.
think if you were, if I just my brain tells me that if you were going to be drinking regularly, drinking a glass of red wine is probably going to be the thing that you could probably get away with the most. That's what my brain tells me.
You know, Daddy loves a heavy red.
I like red heavies.
No comment.
Johnson made a fortune by selling his payment processing company, Braintree Payment Solutions, to eBay for $800 million in cash. He also achieved viral fame over his quest to restore his organs and bodily functions to those of an 18-year-old. So this is just a hunk play. This guy's he missed out. He never signed up to be a college hunk, and he's kind of trying to play it and run it back. And I kind of respect it.
I just hate when dudes have so much money and they spend it in ways that I would never want to spend it.
He's swagless.
It
man.
aggravates me.
This guy has no swag whatsoever. That picture of him sitting on
Run
the
that other
hospital
photo,
bed.
Randy.
Are you?
Oh. At some point, it's kind of got to be exhausting, right? If this is gonna be how you're gonna live for 150 years, is it worth it? At what cost?
He's too aware of his.
Yeah.
He's too aware of his aging. Like you get to the point where if you're this aware of how old you're getting, like, and you're this worried about it, like you need to get another hobby, my guy.
Extreme vanity. Like he's just super, super vain.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He
Look at
looks
this
good
guy,
though. He
man.
does look.
He
Pretty
is
He's in
good.
great
ripped
shape.
up.
Yeah, he's
Very
looks
little
pretty good.
body fat, which
Can't-
I kind of get the 3 ounces of wine thing now.
Can't hate on that physique. It's good.
Do you think he enjoys his meals, keeping 2% body fat?
No,
There's
I
no
don't.
way that this guy's eating anything other than like chicken, a little bit of rice, and broccoli.
He's probably not even He's probably not even chewing. He doesn't want to wear his jaw out.
Which is no way to live.
No,
If you can't get down with some pizza every now and then, like
once a week.
I'm not going to be your friend. You know?
If you can't do pizza once a week, and that's it, like
If you can't take down like a 6 or a high lives with the boys.
When's the last time you think this guy had a jolt and pappy?
oh,
Oh my God.
it's been eons.
It sucks. It sucks, man.
This guy's never like looked at his buddies and been like, I'm going to get absolutely annihilated this weekend. That's just not a thing this guy does. Brian Johnson does not get annihilated.
Yeah, he's not in my crew. I'll tell you that.
He's just
this
posted
guy.
up on the squat rack. He's kind of the bad boy of penis rejuvenation.
But
You
his
got
bu-
to say that.
His boner game is stupid. Though.
How are we going to go all this time and write this entire article about his penis and not even see any junk shots of him? You know,
You want one DP, don't you?
wouldn't mind seeing if it's actually working.
Yeah, I agree.
Think this guy's ever seen a Slams laptop post?
He's probably written about it.
He wrote a think piece on it.
I'd like to talk.
Think piece.
I'd like to talk briefly, if you guys don't mind.
I'll give you the floor.
It's been a hard time online for me. I don't know how it ever went for Melania Trump. When Donald Trump became president, Melania said that her thing was going to be that she was going to take on cyberbullying. I think Michelle Obama, as first lady, decided to take on health,
That's right.
lunches at schools,
Healthier choices for our kids.
things of that nature. And Melania decided to take on cyberbullying, which I'm not sure if you guys have seen the way that her husband Donald has treated people online, but it's an interesting angle.
I don't think she was successful.
So a couple weeks ago, I went on Twitter and I had a couple DMs from people, and one of them said that somebody had written about Slam's laptop shot, the viral sensation on the Sunday Scaries Instagram page. They had written about it on a Substack. And I read it, and I didn't consider this to be a hustle culture play for this guy. This guy just seems like he likes to be a writer. He likes to be online. He's an online personality.
Dude, I mean, all things considered, this was a funny column.
Yeah, and so there were very few things from the column criticizing the Slams Laptop weekly post. There were very few things of it that I could really take away from it and beat myself up over, because I think that it was pretty accurate overall. You know, I didn't love that he was trying to say that it's mostly white people, because I think it's a pretty diverse page overall. I thought that was a little unnecessary, and I don't think he did his research there. I thought the most insulting thing that he did was insult me for, he said that I used the Instagram italicized font. Like, come on. Like, Randy, you know that I would never use an Instagram stock font, dude.
Yeah, no, it's ITC Garamond light condensed italic.
If you came to me one day and
that's news to me.
Nah,
Okay.
Randy's on his gang shit right now. Like, if anyone ever wants to insinuate that I'm using stock Instagram fonts, like, you might as well just kill me.
Y'all don't know how serious this dude takes his aesthetics,
dude.
right?
Like, it's crazy. People are like, "Oh, dude, what filter?"
That's
shut
insulting.
up, dog. And I also got very angry at one thing he said, because it was true. He said it was true. And sometimes you don't know things are true until you hear them.
What was it?
He said it's lazy and formulaic for the sake of shareability. That might be the best way he could have put that.
Well, you're trying to get shares?
Hey, it works.
I mean, the reason I started doing it in the first place was just because, like, I wanted people to celebrate not having to work for the weekend. Then it started getting shared through the roof, and I was like, oh, I guess I got to do this every week now.
Bro, you're focusing on the wrong things. You're looking for shares and clout. You got to be looking at your DMs.
It's true, dude.
That's where the money is.
It's true. And so anytime you're on the internet and somebody dunks on you, if they do it in a way that makes you chuckle or smirk at the screen, you got to move on from that. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, our man's pretty good. If you want to read this.
He wasn't too insulting. He didn't take any low blows. He didn't take any shots.
This guy would have crushed on PGP.
Yeah, this guy's name is Alex Lewis. He's got the Fields Like Home newsletter. If you feel like subscribing, which I have not done, you can go subscribe to it.
This feels like you guys had a very cordial DM conversation.
No, dude. See, that's the thing. I followed this guy so we could have this conversation, this dialogue. I wanted to be like, dude, I don't have any beef with you. Thank you.
You know how people will talk shit to you on Twitter, and then like it goes to the DMs, and they're like, man, you know, I'm just like fucking around with you, right? It's like, okay, buddy, I see. They don't want you to come at them too.
I thought I could have a back and forth with the guy who wrote this article. He did not give me that back and forth, and I was a little bummed about it, because I hadn't had any beef online in a while.
I need a beef with somebody.
Yeah, I kind of missed it. Guess what? I didn't have to worry about it.
Right here.
You want it?
You trying to outstash me?
You guys? Oh, that's true.
No, man. There's room in this world for more than one stash.
No, there's not.
You know what? It's getting really popular. I see him everywhere at the gym now. All right, sorry, Will. Go.
You guys familiar with High Yield Harry?
I'm becoming familiar with him as we speak. Yeah.
Randy, can you put the tweet up on the screen for me, please? This is a tweet from High Yield Harry that says, not sure where the Slams laptop shut until Monday. It's till Monday, bud. Trend started. But TBH, you're not going to get ahead unless you're willing to work occasionally on weekends.
Okay.
Okay.
Harry.
Can I ask a High Yield Harry question?
Yeah.
I was unfamiliar with his game at this point, but is this satire? Is this a parody? Like, is this like someone's actual take?
No, based on the interactions I started having with High Yield Harry after this, he's a very real person who very much thinks these things.
According to his bio, it's a parody.
It's not, though.
It says parodying finance and stuff.
A lot of accounts just put parody in there so they can get away with more.
Based on how this, like, it says parody, based on how this guy interacted with me after I quote tweeted him, he was clearly mad online.
If he's trying to do parody, he's not good at it.
So, I don't like having, anytime I see a check mark in my mentions these days, I get a little nervous, because I'm worried that I'm going to get like yelled at by a bunch of bros online.
Brian Johnson's.
Well, I just get the feeling that these guys really stick together.
Sure, I think there's something to that, especially hustle culture, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, hustle culture, Twitter and Instagram is just one of these things that, like, once you start getting the mob against you, it's over for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I found out. We got this dude named Colin McClelland at Frack Slap.
Okay.
He said, Slam's laptop shut till Monday. Sunday Scaries. He said, these are things that resonate with the majority. It's incredibly easy to get ahead of your peers. They're soft as fuck.
See, I mean, like, I think where he's missing the point is, like, he's spending all this time tweeting and like getting into this online beef with you, and it's like, why weren't you making cold calls? Why weren't you down at the courthouse running title on like some property? It's It's just wasted time. People need to get better at how they use their time and energy. People are like a battery. It's a finite amount.
Dave, can you reread that third line of his tweet to me?
These are things that resonate with the majority.
So these verified guys on Twitter that are constantly tweeting about their grind, how hard they hustle.
Oh my God.
Everything. Like, are they not trying to resonate with a majority in this form of fashion?
Dude, you should see his pinned tweet.
I think it's more about the DMs.
This guy's pinned tweet is absolutely insufferable, and I'm only about 10% of it. It's first of all, it's like 1,000 words.
Is it bendy?
It's not a bendy.
No, it's not the bendy tweet, Randy. That's different.
The first line is, I skipped college because I wanted to become the biggest oil man to come out of Texas.
Fuck yeah.
And then there's just a lot more bullshit.
Did that? Okay.
What a boner.
Twitter is not made for pinned tweets where I have to scroll down like 4 different times in order to do this.
This is a spinoff of Alpha Twitter.
I feel like there was a shift in the world. Maybe is Archer still making new episodes, Randy?
I think so.
If Archer ever stopped, maybe it started happening when Archer stopped making new episodes or something, because they all went from like really over caring about single malt whiskey and like fucking whatever, and they all started transitioning over to cigars. Like they all started transitioning over to being blue checkmark finance Twitter guys.
It's Andrew Tate-esque.
So this guy actually says, this is an insane thing to tweet about. At Frackslap actually had an Andrew Tate tweet in the last 24 hours.
Is he a fan? It would not surprise me.
I feel like being a fan of Andrew Tate at this point is just kind of tough for everyone.
He's now involved in the Dylan Dennis Logan Paul beef.
Andrew Tate is?
As I was going down a Dylan Dennis wormhole yesterday, I noticed he popped up.
More on
Still
Dylan Dennis. Can you actually holster that Dylan Dennis talk real quick? This guy at Frackslap, who wants to be the biggest oil man in Texas history, said that a lady told me hold on. His tweet just says, "Lady told me her teenage son is obsessed with Andrew Tate. She's put him onto my content because she thinks I'm a better role model. That's my niche. Replace Andrew Tate guy."
Okay.
Maybe he's like a better version of
I don't
Andrew,
want
minus
to.
the
I don't want to
baggage.
be the next level when someone moves on from Andrew Tate.
It does. Okay. To be fair, it doesn't take much to be a better person than Andrew Tate.
No. But I don't want to be the next move after someone gets done with Andrew Tate.
No. You don't graduate from Andrew Tate to you and you feel good about it.
Even if it's going closer to like what I would imagine someone like an upstanding individual to be, even if you're that's the next step from Andrew Tate. Like I want to be 10 steps after Andrew Tate. I want to be the final nice guy after Andrew Tate.
Like I used to be a fan of Andrew Tate. Look how far I've come. Now I like your shit.
Yeah. All I'm saying here, going through these cases here, is that I hope that hustle culture keeps going after me because it's very entertaining to me. It's hard to this Colin McClellan guy, he has his face on here, and so we actually know who he is. Whereas a lot of these other accounts that are blue checks that are, the finance guys, it's really fun to watch them get angry at things that are completely innocent and pointless. Like a shareable Friday post from
Imagine
an Instagram
posting
account.
a meme.
No, you can't be posting the memes, dude.
I just like that there's meme accounts beefing.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
hey,
we've reached
man,
peak internet.
You're posting these memes and stuff. Then I'm going to post my memes.
As an update, Archer season 14 premieres next Wednesday. So they are still making.
They are still making Archers.
An update from Randy.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it when you have something that's captures the Instagram algorithm, like Sunday Scaries and like the Slams Laptop Shut post has done. Like you're gonna get some beef. You're gonna get some haters. But
This guy.
it's not that deep. That's
High Yield Harry said something that really stuck with me, Dave, and I'm going to ask you this question. He said, "How are you as a man getting Sunday Scaries?"
Oh man, I used to drink a lot on Saturday night. That was pretty much it.
How are you as a man
That's how.
feeling anxious?
Well, I've got a mortgage and a family.
Mhm.
So, I mean, like, there's a lot of things to worry about. Plus, I don't know what the fuck's going on with the weather. It's really hot. Climate change, the economy. I don't know where that's at. Maybe they can help me with that one.
How are you as a man shutting your laptop to go spend time with your family on the weekend, you motherfucker?
My laptop stays open all weekend long.
Yeah, I ignore my family all weekend working.
I'm always looking for opportunities to grind and make money.
Sometimes my wife is like, "Please, Will, I'm going to leave you if you don't shut your laptop right now." I'm like, "I
Sorry,
can't, babe.
Sorry.
I can't." My world depends on it.
Mm.
Yes.
Imagine slamming your laptop shut. Could not be me. I gently close mine.
Alpha Twitter is worse, in my opinion, than Hustle Twitter. But they're kind of same.
I don't think I have enough experience in alpha Twitter.
It's what
I'm the king of beta Twitter.
It seems worse than worse than whatever this is.
what's our Australian friend's name? The guy
Nick Adams.
It's what Nick Adams is parodying. That's a hard word to say for me.
He's the final boss.
He is like he's very aware of what he's doing, in my opinion. But there are people that are kind of like that who are just very sincere, and they're the worst.
Andrew Tate, right?
It's Andrew Tate. He's the worst.
I don't want Fritz in life. I don't want Fritz to have a role model who's just working all the time to support their family.
Yeah.
That would be devastating. If I ever see that Fritz is following at Frackslap, I'm going to be so devastated. Even more devastated than if he follows Andrew Tate.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Andrew,
I don't know.
That
That seems like
super
that guy's
red
worse.
flag.
Okay. I'm going to do this. Whoosh right over the head. I was
Oh,
kidding.
okay.
Like, obviously,
okay.
following this guy is not worse than Andrew Tate. Andrew
All right.
Tate's in jail for human trafficking.
Yeah.
Is he still? Because
Yes.
he's able to tweet, apparently. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
He's
Either way, he's on trial for
I
it.
believe he's under house arrest.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like all those old guys who got out of jail for COVID or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Ooh.
Bird dogs.
That's my bird dog.
That wasn't the best bird dog.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't the worst either.
You know what's not the worst is their stuff.
Dude, I'm sure that they really want us using that phrasing for their ad on our podcast.
There's stretch khaki shorts specifically. How about that?
I wore my bird dogs all day yesterday. You know why? Because I took Parks on a couple little errands, and then we went to the gym, and we went to the pool. And I wore them all 3 phases, and they were freaking perfect.
I like bird dogs because they're not made for skinny little bitch legs. They're made for meaty thighs like mine.
Well, my skinny little bitch legs actually look pretty great in them.
No, you just think you have skinny little bitch legs. I don't think you actually do have skinny little bitch
Really?
legs.
That's a
I'm
nice
the
thing
one
you've
with
ever
the
said
skinny
to me.
bitch legs.
Well, like if
Ever.
you're a dude out there with some meatier thighs, guess what? The liners, they're goated for your thighs.
It's a great liner. Straight up.
Hey, a lot of these brands, they miss on the liner. They're just straight up not comfortable. Too constricting. Bird dogs are perfect.
Am I allowed to shit on like other brands' shorts directly in this ad?
I don't think they would mind.
I have some shorts from Nike. You guys familiar with this company
Yeah.
that have a liner? They are the most uncomfortable liner I've ever had, especially compared to bird
A
dogs.
little intrusive.
Dude, it's just too tight, too annoying, too whatever. And you'd think a company that big would like know how to do it. No, and that's how I know Bird Dogs knows their audience.
I had some from Lululemon, and I had to cut the liner out because they were so uncomfortable.
I recently cut a liner out of my Outdoor Voices shorts, and guess what shorts brand I've never cut a liner out of?
Is it bird dogs? Your dog was better than mine.
That's how
Yeah.
you bird dog, Dylan.
Yeah.
I think he wins.
I can't even follow that up, man. That's just
I'm not
perfect.
even gonna do one.
No, you shouldn't.
I like bird dogs so much that not only do I buy their shorts, I bought an actual bird dog and I make her wear bird dogs.
He does own a bird dog who wears bird dogs, folks. I've seen it.
Wow.
Every morning I get up and my dog's looking at me and she's like, "Where are my performance shorts?"
Yeah.
And I
My-
put them on her.
My everything shorts.
Go to birddogs.com/circling. Enter promo code circling for a free Yeti style tumbler with your order. That's birddogs.com/circling or promo code circling for a free Yeti style tumbler. You won't take your bird dogs off. We promise you.
She's back. Randy.
Like back, like when Sam Ellinger said they were back. Oh, she's okay.
She's back and she's on the floor and her jeans are rolled up. This is, of course, Tiffany Gomez, known to some as Plain Lady.
Out here looking like a snack.
Out here looking like an AI version of herself.
This is like straight out of a photography studio or something. This is
Are we worried that she's a prisoner of some sort somewhere?
Something's not right. I don't like this turn. So she's really leaning in on. So she's got 2 tweets. First tweet was the video that we talked about last week. And now this, and it's just a quote. It's in quotes. One moment doesn't define you, but it can define your purpose. Interesting. And some hashtags. You want to read the hashtags? Will, go ahead.
Hashtag TMFINR. Hashtag self-love. Hashtag empowerment. Hashtag motivation. Hashtag stay tuned.
What is that first
I don't know.
hashtag?
Too
I don't
much
know.
fucking in
By the way,
Norm's room.
first reply,
No. Yes.
Nick Adams.
Okay.
He says, at least on mine, he says, not bad, not bad. I'll enjoy
So-
that.
I just feel like, and capitalize on the moment if you can, I guess. But could have just not gone on social media and not really addressed any of this, and it wouldn't define your purpose. Like no one would be associating you with this. People would have just moved on about their day.
I don't know. I don't know if people are going to move on.
She became
Well,
an
they're
internet
not.
sensation.
Okay, the TMFINR stands for that motherfucker is not real.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's
Hell
actually
yeah.
kind of funny.
I'm glad she included that.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Here's what I don't get
Slightly
about
back
this
in.
entire situation. Tiffany has become. Everyone loves her. Like everyone loves her at this point, right?
The
Hand
people
up.
who think she's real, yes.
Hand up.
Okay. I don't understand. Like, did she? Okay, she didn't have a Twitter account before this, or they had to get rid of the Twitter account, start a new Twitter account, and restart her entire digital history.
That's my
it's
guess.
weird. It's weird as fuck.
Not Instagram though. She had somewhat of a backlog of posts. So-
Okay.
Correct.
But Twitter, either it's a brand new account. She was never on Twitter before, or she's like, "All right, we got to scrap the old me, and this is about to get back to the new me."
Who is the source of telling her to operate online the way that she's operating online now,
She-
which is major AI vibes?
I think she is linked up with a online PR
Yeah,
person who
For
has
sure.
a whole strategy, a whole rollout, and
Yep.
this is all very calculated.
Dave's right.
And she will probably get wealthy off
They
this.
sent a photographer in studio lighting over to her place. Like, we're going to do some pictures on the floor here.
I bet that's not even her place.
It's absolutely not her place.
They're like, hey, you know what? Sit on the kitchen floor. That's like a thing. You ever just sit down on your kitchen floor?
No. Sitting on my kitchen floor sounds like the grossest place I could possibly sit in my
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sit on my kitchen floor too much.
No.
Yeah, she's trying to make a career out of this.
She's doing a lot for ankle bracelets. Those ankle bracelets got me feeling some type of way.
They look good.
Are
On
they
her.
back?
She brought them back, Dave.
Hashtag self-love, hashtag motivation. I like the hashtag stay tuned because it makes me think, well, what's coming next?
She's not done.
What's
yet.
why
Oh,
hashtag
she's getting
motivation? There's nothing motivating about this.
I wonder what her speaking engagement fee is going to be here in the next like few months. You can
Is-
come talk to your.
There's absolutely
company,
no
your
reason she
sales
should
team.
ever have a fee for a speaking engagement. She's that motherfucker's not real girl.
No, she's going to go down to the local car dealership, talk to the sales team, get boys all ready to go sell cars and shit.
She just got one new follower.
Who?
Me. Me,
Now,
David.
hey,
I'm not gonna follow her because I just don't feel like unfollowing her in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hovering over that unfollow.
She only
button for a
tweets
while.
once a week. I think.
And trust me, like we see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You know what, Dylan?
Oh, let me guess, Randy. You too?
I just followed.
All right, great.
Randy just gave a
Whoa.
live in episode follow.
Wow.
She's not gonna get the follow from me, but I do appreciate that she is seemingly happy now and not scared of the motherfucker in the back of that plane.
That she never explained, by the way.
Yeah,
Still don't know what she saw.
the more she keeps us like just wanting to know, I think it's strategic that she's not telling us why she freaked out on that plane.
She's going to launch a pod, and that'll be the big reveal.
maybe.
In the Washed Media
maybe
Network,
so.
along with the CEO Serial or whatever Brian Johnson's pod was.
Her PR team told her, like, do not tell them why you freaked out.
It's like what did Tom say? It's like a fine bottle of wine. You hold on to it till the right moment.
And you smash them over the head with it.
Yeah, and in this case, we're the people that get the bottle of wine over
Yeah,
the head.
Exactly.
And instead of a bottle of wine, it's what she saw or didn't see.
She's gonna take that weird situation on the plane, and she is going to somehow turn this into like an entire career. And it's just mind-boggling to me that people can do this.
That's pretty dope.
It's because she's not ugly, though. Like,
I didn't notice that. Interesting.
well, you're the only one.
Okay,
That's
so,
why. Like,
I
it's
don't know.
not a fair world we live.
I'm
in.
trying to think of. We're past the hour mark now. We can get a little age. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so we could hypothetically say that the girl that was squirting all over that dance floor in Florida like a year ago, like What if she decided to take this strategy?
I think people.
And what if she was tweeting and said, "One moment doesn't define you"?
I think she didn't hire the right PR team because she could have made something of it. But really, like everyone, like it was a funny video, right? Because she freaked out on a plane. And it's like, oh my gosh, this crazy woman. And
as far as crazy plane freakouts go, it seemed relatively harmless.
Yeah, she wasn't like
They didn't delay anything
she
too
wasn't
bad.
swinging on anybody or like threatening to blow up the plane. She had a freak out, a somewhat harmless one. And then everyone noticed, like, you know what? She's not bad looking. And then people found out who she actually was, did a little more research, and found out she's actually pretty damn good looking. And here we are.
It's important to not let one moment define you. That's why I refuse to let the time I choked on a hot dog in front of my coworkers during a meeting define me. That's just not. Yeah. That's not who I am as a person.
There was something to the mystique too, because you couldn't find her for like 3 weeks. No one could find her on the internet.
She scrubbed it. She must have scrubbed her shit.
You could convince me that this is not even her.
You're saying this?
I don't hate the theory. I don't hate it.
You could convince me they just found someone that looked like her, and now they're just pimping her out.
Yeah.
I like to focus on what some call conspiracy theories, but ones that there's a lot of evidence there. But I'm willing to throw all that out the window and jump aboard that this is not her. Mm-hmm. That one. Mm-hmm. Because
that would be amazing.
And I don't know what the play is, the long-term benefit of doing this, but I'm going to hashtag stay tuned. I don't know about y'all.
I'll never be able to go all in on Tiffany Gomez until I have an explanation for what happened on that fucking plane.
And she knows that.
There's always she could have a PR strategy that takes me 10 years from now, and she's like got her own. She's got Tiffany on fucking NBC every morning at 11 a.m. And she could be like the most famous person in the world. But if we don't have an answer for what that motherfucker actually was, it's always going to bug me.
She has your attention.
Hey, can you DM her and see if we can send her some
DM her. Why are you DMing her yet?
Not in like
I DM'd her last week.
I just want to see if we can send her some washed
media Mario meme that said you dropped this?
What did I say to old Tiffany? I don't remember.
It's worked for him before.
I think I just said, "Hey, Tiff."
I added the Mario movie to my queue.
Let's see if she read.
Did you see they're re-releasing the 1990s Mario movie with Dennis Hopper? Widely regarded as one of the shittiest movies of all time.
I got bad news.
Randy?
It's not great.
It is bad. It's a bad movie.
Re-DM her. Put it at the top of her stack.
Isn't John Leguizamo Luigi?
Yeah, he is.
What should I say to her?
Just say, hey.
Have a unique business opportunity for you?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds a little vague. Although she does deal with a lot of vague generalities. So just say, hey, love
why don't you say
doing.
Here? I have it. I have it. I have what you need to say to her. How about you get with a motherfucker who is real?
That's good. Do it.
That's fucking good. Oh, man, that's great.
That's really good.
If she doesn't respond to that, she doesn't care, dude. If she sees your profile photo and that message, like, you got to think that she's going to be responding to that DM.
See,
DM sent.
We're kind of proving at Frank's theory that DMs are where the money's made.
Oh, I've never seen this.
That now.
I've never seen this before. I got an error message.
A frack slap or whatever. He had a tweet. I don't know if this was from today, yesterday, or earlier this weekend, but he essentially said that the reason he doesn't stop working is because he has too many people relying on him, namely his family and his employees. At which point you just have to start wondering, like, why you don't just spend time with them in addition to working like a normal schedule and having a work-life balance.
That's why I just hired my family.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds, Randy. Free game.
Is that why why don't you ever do this on the podcast? You always refer to yourself as the CEO of the family.
Mm-hmm. I do, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm the boss. Tony Danza. It's a dated reference. How'd that go? Did she respond?
I got a weird message that said like something's restricted. I think she's probably being bombarded and she's set up some kind of protection. I don't really know what's going on, but she might not see it.
She's verified. Does that give you a little ick?
No, don't care.
Okay.
Will's verified.
On the Grom?
Yeah.
I am verified on the Grom.
Oh, we're talking Grom, we're talking the Zeet.
Yeah, I won't give the money to Elon. I will give it to Facebook, as I think more of my well-being relies on Instagram than it does on Twitter at this point. So I kind of had to pony up. I had to pay the popper.
Good for you, man.
What? Pay John Popper?
Mm-hmm.
for the concert?
Well, the cover band. Yeah, we're going to the...
Yeah.
We're going... Yeah.
Okay.
Can we talk about these traveling sharks?
Oh yeah,
They're different from the traveling Irish.
I forgot we were doing the traveling sharks.
So I didn't.
So-
I guess I didn't know this. I didn't know this that. Do sharks normally exist like solo?
Yeah, they're lone wolves or sharks, if you will.
And so these ones are just Jekyll and Simon are just out here just mobbing together.
Which one would you rather get eaten alive by, Jekyll or Simon? Like
Jekyll.
I know that if Jekyll was coming my way, I'd try to hide.
Oh, that's good.
So these scientists, they put tracking devices on 2 great white sharks off the Georgia coast in December. Are they talking about Georgia the country or Georgia the state?
Don't think Georgia has a coast. Is it? You know,
Why,
Alabama touches the ocean, but then Georgia doesn't.
Alabama touches the ocean? No, it
Gulf
doesn't.
Shores.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Doy.
I just Googled
shout out,
map.
Shout out the swamp.
U.S. map.
I just Googled map, dude.
I think it burned down actually. The
Yeah,
swamp.
Georgia hits the fucking.
Like I said, yeah, of course it does.
Are we talking about the country? Georgia does have a coastline.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say you rattled me when you said that.
I will admit to being not that familiar with the Republic of Georgia.
Yeah, can we get confirmation on their coastline?
They have one in the Black Sea, but not an ocean. So
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Okay.
Georgia's got more coast than Bama does.
Yeah, a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but there's certainly more.
Well, the sharks have been traveling on a similar path of the Atlantic coast, reaching the southern coast of the Canadian province Nova Scotia. So we can confirm that these. If I would have just read the second paragraph, we wouldn't have had this entire
There's some
conversation.
context.
But yeah, scientists are mega H for this because male sharks normally don't just mob up together.
Okay, so they both have tracking devices.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe they like were originally gonna like kind of fight, kind of beef for territory, and then they like, oh, you got one of these fucking things too? Like, well, let's just hang out. Let's just be like, let's team up, put our powers together. We've got this thing. Wonder how invasive. Look at the tracking device. How invasive it is.
Yeah, it's kind of badass. Like from like when you originally see it, it's like, oh shit, this bionic shark's gonna like shoot me.
It's the Brian Johnson of great whites.
I'm just worried that Dylan's theory that like the animals are never gonna all get together and try to kill us. I feel like we're in the beginning stages of this between the killer white stuff, the that sea otter that was just throwing people off surfboards. We got the sharks squatting up.
The
like
dolphins taking out that paddle boarder.
facts. Like
The
I
dude got
feel like I
rocked.
feel like we're like we
The
are.
orca shit is wild.
Have you seen the video of the I don't know what the rodeo event is, but where like people just stand around and they let a bull out, and it's like who can stand their ground the longest, and that woman just gets absolutely trucked.
What were they expecting was going to happen?
I mean, that's
That's
there's
the
like
dumbest game of all
there's
time.
like 3 ways that can end, and that was one of them.
Just
Someone's getting
talk
stuck.
about like internal bleeding. Like,
She
this
had to
just
have been
got
drunk, right?
rocked.
Was she drunk?
I don't know. It's an event that they do. It's just
She
whoever-
didn't even react.
like
to
I have
that.
last person standing wins. Like what's the point of the game?
I have friends who dabble in rodeo or did. I can have a real life rodeo clown or former a retired rodeo clown on if you'd like.
Can you imagine standing there and letting a bull just rock your shit like that?
No. That's
Fucking
kind of where I draw the
stupid.
line. You know,
It's crazy.
Dylan usually draws his.
Probably a cocaine angle with this one, right?
All right, next story.
Is it?
he just sets you up for a segue.
Wow. What's up? What's Captagon?
People are worried about Captagon, dude. Dave and I were doing Captagon in the bathroom at the Touch of Trey concert.
Isn't that a Van Halen song? I'm sorry.
Captagon, an amphetamine type pill produced in Syria and Lebanon, is easy to make, cheap to buy, and has already hooked the Middle East. Now Europe is braced for a possible influx.
Okay.
Captagon.
They're calling it the poor man's cocaine. Does that interest you, Dylan?
Why would it interest me? It's a $3 pill?
Yeah.
Affordable.
$3 pills, y'all.
Is it safe though? Fentanyl, Dave. Gotta watch out.
You know, it doesn't sound like it because it's worrying officials in Europe, it says.
They were caught trafficking this in fake oranges.
Okay, so is it boofable?
Anything's boofable if you got a big enough butthole, David.
My man ain't lying.
That's fair.
Don't put that pen down, Randall. We don't do butthole content.
No, I draw the line at 0.5 milligrams in. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to be trying Captagon.
I don't know, man.
I just don't like. Are people dying from this, or is it just like getting people fired up? Because like I haven't seen any like they're not really saying much about danger.
Yeah, they're not selling it, but they're not selling it.
It's
Yeah.
No, it's saying that it's. Yeah, it's saying that
So you-
people are Captagon off this shit.
Really, that's what they're saying.
Just absolutely zooted. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to
Hard to
say
find
about
in the
this
US.
other than be safe out there, kids. Don't try new stuff just because someone puts it in front of you. You know,
Wow.
As we learned.
if you find like an Adderall on a ping pong table at the office or something, don't just take the Adderall.
Half of Vyvanse
What was I
on the
supposed to do with
toilet.
the Adderall?
The wormy dog.
What was I supposed to do? You want me to send us some dork ass Slack message to the entire company, being like,
Hold it up.
I found someone's Adderall on
You
the
should have
table.
flipped it.
I
He
flipped it
ingested
into
it.
my mouth, dog.
Yeah.
I wanted a fun night more than $5.
He was hella productive that day.
No, I went to Greenlight and got fucked up.
Fuck yeah, you did.
No, if you find a pill at your place of work and you Google it and you confirm that it's what it is and you feel comfortable taking it, I think you should be able to take that pill. I took a pill in Ibiza once.
No, you didn't. You've never even been.
I was
to
with
Ibiza.
Avicii, dude. I
You've
wanted to
never
show him I
even
was
been
cool.
there.
People were mad that no one mentioned Avicii on our dead musician.
Randy
draft.
did.
Randy did. yeah.
Randy. Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Good
Randy
call,
did.
Randy.
We whiffed on that for sure until Randy saved us.
Yeah, but we're playing a young man's game or an old man's game. I mean, we named a bunch of old people.
We did.
You gave a nod to Mac Miller.
I did. He wasn't my headliner, but
They just released his Tiny Desk on vinyl. Does that interest you, David?
it is a top 3 tiny desk. So yeah, kind of does.
Posty just did one.
All right.
That's all I had to say about it. Posty just did one.
Post Malone will.
You know I love Posty. Don't
Yeah,
look at me like
man. That's really cool, man.
that. All right.
I'm happy
Well,
for you, man.
good start to podcast week.
I thought last week was podcast week.
No.
Can I give an announcement
Sure, man.
to all the podcast fans, all the Dip Nation people out there expecting a too much dip today? We had a scheduling issue, so it will be live tomorrow afternoon.
Also, since we're in the spirit of announcing things, you can now listen to Patreon through Spotify. You can link your account through Spotify, and you never have to deal with that Patreon app again. Check it out. Check it out.
Separate stream.
Yeah.
But still pretty dope.
Very dope.
Pretty dope. Nice feature. Shout out to them.
Yeah, not trying to throw any shade at like Patreon or anything, but like seem to have more app problems than like Spotify does.
Yeah, that's why this is a kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy being able to listen to our premium content to Spotify.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
We'll see you tomorrow for Randy's game show.
Dickie.
Bye.
Bye.